I love the show. And Marco, one thing that really just blew me away about both seasons of the four seasons is how it handles the emotional beats. One moment I'm laughing super hard, then I'm tearing up. As an actor, you and Coleman have some of the funniest and rawest emotional scenes this season. How is it bouncing between the two and really letting the humor bring out those emotions?
Wow. Well, first of all, I have to share this credit with my scene partner. To be honest, he's amazing, and he really is a lover of the craft. And with him, we really, when we have those scenes where we just hit, we go from funny to dramatic or crazy and tragic. We really like sit down before and we look at the scene together. So the togetherness is really key when you step into set, because we had created that safety net also on a script that honestly it's impeccable. Like we, and I think we all agree on this, like we just need to learn the lines sometimes, and that's, and then just you go with an open heart, and if we are lucky that all of us are good people, and so we are good partners for one another when we share the scenes, and that is really half the job. And then we have good eyes on the other side that that navigate. We've been lucky that Tina, Tracey, two of the showrunners, Colman, Lang, they all also directed some of the episodes. Yes. So you really felt like, okay, we've been guided through that.
It's like a theater company in a way. And I sometimes feel when people say, oh, your work, a friend will say specifically to me, I love your work in the show. I'll say, like, it just doesn't feel fair to take any credit because you're given the most impeccable script. You're sitting across from Oscar-nominated actors. If you show up and talk and aren't lying, you're good.
It'll work.
Maybe pass through the makeup trailer before.
Yeah, you just get a
just a little
powder. Team. We love
that helps too, right?
That really does. Put a brush through your hair, throw on some Spanx, and away you go. I don't even have to wear Spanx on the show.
Comfy clothes.
Comfy clothes.
Erika, I wanted to ask you, in spring, Ginny is just extremely pregnant. How was the acting with the prosthetic belly?
Such a good question. I was thinking, we said in another interview, like, the goal of this was comfy clothes in great places. And I went, Tina's never worn a prosthetic belly, I think. But she has. But I will say, I loved it because honestly, because I have not been pregnant, that feeling, and it was weighted, it allowed to feel like some of the discomfort, but also like I couldn't stop. I was watching, I couldn't stop touching it. In episodes 1 and 2, I'm just like, it's like an orb. I'm just constantly like touching my crystal ball of a belly.
It became a little faddish.
It became a little bit faddish. It was just something that it helps because when you get your script and you're like, oh wow, I'm that pregnant. How am I going to walk? How am I going to talk? And then you get that sort of prosthetic, and it kind of did so much of the work for me. And I have to say, a prosthetic belly is no trouble in comparison to 6 live babies.
We had a lot of crying babies.
Which is what we had after the spring episodes.